So hey guys, here's a new video. And yeah, today's gonna be a what's his name? A hidan showcase. And also I just said hidan showcase. I haven't gotten anything else for kakuzu. But yeah, like I said, hidan showcase. Let me find hidan's other weapon and we can get started. So hidan, as far as I know, has 4 items. Those being the Akatsuki's cloak, his scythe, his stabby thingy. And I'll say the proper name in a second. Okay, here we go. His black spear and his ring. I don't know whether he has any other items, but right now the Akatsuki's cloak is not particularly important, I suppose. But I can easily get one from, I don't know. Let's see, who has an Akatsuki's cloak here? There you go. From this guy. Okay, here we go. So yeah, this is Hidan with all of his items, or current items. He has three skills actually. He has his first skill, second skill, and then finally his death right skill. Two of them you can get them naturally, just by turning him to his first, just by getting him and then training him to his second form. In mortal body, that's his diamond skill because you need diamond hit to actually get that. Diamond or gold, I can't remember quite which one, but yeah, you need to get Hidan at the very least. High up there. He has a skill called Jishin Ritual and Curse. It's a passive skill. Basically, it does an attack after he releases his unique skill, and it also gives him some HP and Taijutsu attack. Um, his items also give him some abilities. The Hidan's ring gives him a unique, an extra skill. Right after he releases a unique skill. Um, and it deals damage towards a single target, and deals HP damage by 10% each round, and max HP recovery. So yeah. Akatsuki's Cloak does the basic, just kind of reduces damage taken by Hidan when it's released. Black Spear, no skills to be noticed or said about, but it does give an extra 53k Taijutsu attack and 47k hit to Hidan. The bloody triple blades. That does give Hidan an extra skill, but it's a random skill. It's not always released. It's released every once in a while. Same thing with the Yashin Ritual and Curse. It's a random normal attack replacer, I guess. So sometimes he'll deal it, sometimes he won't. As you can see, this is supposed to be a normal attack. Instead, he dealt about 1 million worth of damage and then dealt a bleed. That was either his passive or his unique skill. And as you can see, his unique skill doesn't do a lot of damage, but he does bleed his enemies quite a bit. He kind of heals himself, but at the same time doesn't. I mean, his strength relies on bleeds more than anything. Um, he's certainly able to do a lot of damage. The thing is just that honestly, he doesn't do as much damage as other cards. I mean, this may be just me being spoiled here, but like Naruto would have already taken down Deidara at this point, whereas Hidan he's gonna take down Deidara unless he gets hit with a Taijutsu attack or another one, I should say. Um, but he does quite a bit of taijutsu damage, just not as much as I wish he would. And as you just saw, he died against Deidara. I'm fairly sure he can take down Deidara with enough dodge. It's just that obviously you need to put in extra dodge on Hidan for that to work, and that kind of makes the whole point of that particular advantage for Hidan moot, I guess. But he's got a decent amount of hit. He can do some decent amount of damage. He doesn't have that much CP. I guess that could be a con. He only does taijutsu damage. While his bleeds are very powerful, once again, they're still kind of like iffy. And wow, Hidan keeps on dying up against this motherfucker. Huh. Oh well. But yeah, he gets 2.6 million. Keep in mind that I have quite a few bonuses like collections, clan bonuses and such. So it's not that big of a buff for him to get 4 items. I suppose I could do a Kakuzu showcase. The thing about that is that I don't actually use his other skill. Let me find it. His actual level 105 skill. What I use for Kakuzu is actually his what do you call it? Hobie Technique Wood Release Clone. It's a moose skill, but since Kakuzu has the uh Bloodline Dust Release, he can use it. He does have another level 105 skill. I'd probably add it onto him if I had his what do you call it? If I had a secondary passive, but I would have to recharge for that, and I don't have his secondary passive. He has quite a few skills. One of them is Dirty Heart, which is quite honestly just healing. Biguro, same thing. Healing. The Dirty Heart, basically what it does, it gives you an HOT, healing over time, so it makes him slightly better at healing, but not particularly good. And then his offensive skill, Mask Monster, you have to have Kakuzu at Diamond for that. Um, yeah, that's really about it. He does have another skin, which is called Hard Taking Kakuzu, but I don't think anybody has that. Nobody really knows what that is. A long time ago, there was a joke about it being a 90, 99,000, 9,900, 99 gold needed to buy it. It was a joke, but I mean, nobody could obviously buy it. So yeah, he actually has quite a few items. I'm fairly sure he has another 2 items, making up his 6. Those being his mask that go in his head slot, and then the other one that goes in his necklace slot. I obviously don't have those, but I do have the 2 masks that I have right here, which is pressure damage, tier 4. Level 120, it gives you 56k ninjutsu attack, 89k stamina. It's actually a very good earring slot item, believe it or not. It does give you a decent amount of CP, and if you equip it to Kakuzu, he gets an extra 51k ninjutsu attack, 50k HP, and then he also releases a skill called Wind Release Pressure Attack, which deals ninjutsu damage to all enemies and weakens them for 2 rounds. So that's good. And then there's Intelligence Hard Work, 55k hit, 60k ninjutsu attack. And if you equip it to Kakuzu, he gets an extra 41k ninjutsu attack and 40k hit. He also releases a skill called Fire Release Pressure Attack, which deals an AoE, I suppose, damage, ninjutsu attack. And then Water Formation Wall just basically increases his taijutsu defense for 1 round right before he gets under attack. There's also the bonuses that he gets. He gets an extra 51k taijutsu defense and 80k HP just for equipping it to Kakuzu. At level 105, tier 4, it's 80k stamina and 56k ninjutsu defense. Then there is his Lightning Spear. At level 105, it gives you 105 ninjutsu attack. Now, if you equip it to Kakuzu, he gets an extra 43k ninjutsu attack and 40k hit. And he also gets to release the skill called Lightning Release False Darkness, which deals ninjutsu damage to targets in the line with a chance to stun them. It requires hit for the stun. Then you have Kakuzu's Ring. It enhances ninjutsu attack and defense for a ninja who wears it. It increases an extra 21k ninjutsu attack and 49k ninjutsu defense when you equip it to Kakuzu. It also releases a skill called Nature Mask after the release unique skill, and basically just provides you a shield with 4 times the amount of your HP. So if you have 4 million, you get a 4 million shield. And at level 122, it gives you 71k ninjutsu attack and 78k ninjutsu defense. And then finally, the Akatsuki's Cloak tier 4, level 120, 129k stamina. If you equip it to anybody in the Akatsuki, the original Akatsuki, keep in mind, then they get an extra 81k HP and 10k ninjutsu defense with the added ability to release a skill called Akatsuki, which weakens any damage that you take from ninjutsu, taijutsu, and genjutsu. And yeah, so that's really Kakuzu in a nutshell. The Mass Monster, it's not a particularly powerful skill, but it is his only offensive skill, which so it's rather useful. His level 105 skill, what it does is basically, here, let me find the stupid skill. What it does is just keep him alive, stop him from dying, 4 times in a row. So he can die 4 times and then he dies completely. Let's see, no. There is a level 75 version of that, but don't use it because it's not particularly good. And as you can see, block deadly damage 4 times, increases ninjutsu after equipped, and it gives you a bunch of stats extra. So I mean, it would definitely boost up Kakuzu CP to have it on him. And here we go. So Kakuzu doesn't exactly have a lot of damage, I suppose. Kind of like Hidan, where he goes ahead and releases skills constantly every turn. But during his unique skills, he does release a lot of skills. Basically, he releases 1, 2, 3, 4, and then whatever his passive is. And then he also gets a rather big shield. As you can see, he has a 5 million shield. He does quite a bit of damage on his criticals, as far as I can tell. He's dealing a good 3 million on average. And his debuffs are about 130 something K. So, I mean, he doesn't deal as much damage as Hidan does, but he is more balanced, I suppose would be the word for it. Hidan at this point had nearly killed, what's his name, Deidara. But the thing about that is that Hidan is more luck-based than Kakuzu, because Kakuzu, you will always be releasing those 4 skills all the time. So you constantly deal those 2 million, 3 millions worth of damage. Whereas Hidan, he can constantly deal 3 millions, 2 millions worth of damage, but the thing is that it's random. If you get unlucky, then he won't release his skills. But yeah, I mean, Kakuzu's a okay card, I guess. He's not the best, not the worst either. Together in combination, they do get a bonus, so that increases their CP. Kakuzu with all of his items right now, all the items I can get from him actually, he does go up to 3 million worth of CP. Obviously, I don't have his skills maximized. The Hobi technique is really a level 90 skill for Mu, not really for Hidan. I mean, not really for Kakuzu. So, I mean, that can be, I suppose, enhanced, but you can only go so far, I guess. That's really about it for the showcases, I suppose. Not bad cards, just not the greatest. Eventually, there will be a combination card for them. I know that for a fact. But who knows when we're gonna get it. And just quick sneak peek. The guys over at the Facebook group, being amazing as always. Especially Adam. Whoops, that's wrong. Especially Adam went ahead and posted. Let's see. What is essentially a sneak peek for the next event, which is a skin for the combination card Jiraiya Naruto combination card. And I'm actually holding off on recharging today because I'm not going to get Mabui gold. I'm just not. I don't have enough gold. I don't have enough money for that right now. And as far as I know, you can only get her through recharging, so I'm not going to grind her out later, as dirty as that sounds. But the thing is that I'm curious to see if the what tier 5 item goes to tier 5 for, yeah, as you can see, the oil headband goes to tier 5. The Geta goes to tier 5. The lion with white hair. What I'm really interested in is the Fukusaku and Shima going to tier 5. Because if that goes to tier 5, then I'm definitely getting that. But it doesn't look like it will right now. But more than likely, it's going to be a Jiraiya, possibly a Naruto event. Who knows at this point? Not quite sure myself, but it should be interesting nonetheless to see what the next event's going to be. And I think it's going to be a Jiraiya event. It's definitely going to have hints of, what do you call it? Kakashi and, what's his name? Yeah, see, as you can see, this has been released. And it comes with a new skill, apparently. The flame-tailed beast ball, earth release swamp of the underworld. So that's going to be interesting. It's called Ninja Root, and yeah, as you can see, new skin for the combination card. But anyways, as I was saying, the next event for the Carnival, it's going to be Kakashi and Gaara. I don't know which one's which going to be for, which skin is going to cost money, which is not. But I think you're going to be able to get the tier 5 ninja. Not the tier 5 ninja. The tier 5 White Fang from recharging. I'm not quite sure on that one, but I think that might be how that works. But we'll see. Yeah, not much else to tell when it comes to this. I'm going to go ahead and do the daily Q&A, which reminds me I need to lower the volume on across all points. And we're going to go ahead and go to YouTube and answer the daily Q&A. So sorry guys for being on a bit of a hiatus, I guess. Honestly, I was actually thinking of not making a video today, but I thought, no, I can't be too lazy. Whoops. That was history, not the videos. So let's see, we're gonna go over here, and we're gonna go down here, and let's watch. So, dude, I've been refreshing my page a million times waiting for this vid. Yeah, sorry guys. Is there someone in the arena named Even? Is there? Can you show his team? I don't think there's anybody in the arena. Here, I mean, there's me. Oh yeah, I did that. Huh. Okay, there's me. Deadshot, Nonstop, Sora, Sage, Lehas. Yeah. No Even. Let's see. I was dying for the Q&A, but tomorrow I have something to look forward to. Yeah, there you go. Are you going to be doing a Mabui showcase? Unfortunately, no, simply because, like I said, I don't have that. I'm not going to get her to gold because you need a recharge for her, and she at this time is a little too pricey. I recently noticed while doing the arena, the enemy cards will attack twice before my first cards. There are no debuffs. It's happened to me on multiple occasions. Depends on which cards they are because, I mean, what's his name? Chojuro can actually attack you quite a few times right before you release your unique skill. I know Sasuke can do the same thing. The Mizukage can also do that. Minato can do that, but most of that's really from skills and items. So yeah, just keep in mind. What phone do you use? I use a Galaxy S7 Edge. Yeah, it's like the newest Galaxy phone. Well, I'm not quite sure whether it's Galaxy now that I think. Samsung S7. There you go. Where do you get the Boro? When will be the Boruto event? Nobody really knows, Mystic. I mean, we get hints like a couple of hours before the next event, but more often than not, we're kind of blind to it. What's the Twitter? I don't really have a Twitter, now that I think about it. I should really make one. And here we go, so daily Q&A for the other video, because I did promise. And let's see, what's the max number of active collections? 9 at the moment. Is there someone on your server named Even? Nope. How do I get a passive skills like the third things to use skills? What items do I need, and how do I get them? Okay, so, meow. Passive skills, most of the time you can consume for them. Very rarely you have to recharge for them, but most of the time you can consume. Keep in mind that the truly powerful passive skills like the Shadow Clone, Susano Complete, and stuff like that, those are usually a good 50-40k worth of consumption. 50 or 40k worth of gold, keep in mind, so there's that. And how do you equip them? Well, you have to get the card up to a certain level. For example, if you need 7 bloodlines, it needs to be level 105. And the only way to get level 105 cards at this moment is either having them gold and with certain cards, diamond. So most of the time you need to upgrade them all the way up to their highest possible, upgradability. Items, how do you get them? Well, consumption. Nowadays, though, if you want the tier 5 items, you usually have to recharge, so keep an eye out for that. Hey, thanks. Okay. Hey, there you go, Panda. Yeah, really, the only way to get the tuning certificates is recharging, or what you're doing right now from the heroic dungeon. Stamina wise, really, just kind of try to be patient. I know that can be annoying, but other than that, buy gold and buy the stamina, but I would recommend that you can just be patient. Let's see. Thanks for asking my questions. You're welcome. Fuck, I've had gold forever, and the inner gate guys is only 15k now. Oh yeah, that's true. The my guy, his skin is now 15k, so you can actually get his skill, his most powerful skill at the very least, damage wise. Not including the lethal. Debuff is right now his 8 gates my guy, so you can get it for 15k. So there you go. What's better, Sasuke with Indara and tier 4 Oro's ring, or Naruto strongest father and son with Oro tier 4 ring? Sasuke, really. How do you beat 22-1, please? Really, Bill, at that point you need to get more hits, and Shisui, you can only get them during consumption. And what I mean by getting more hits is that you need to raise this stat up, this particular stat right over here. Hit, that determines your accuracy of your attacks. After chapter 22, it really becomes their dodge goes up massively. Oh yeah, keep in mind that Kakuzu is not a bad card. Like I said, I've said this 100 of times, but he's not a bad card. He does a decent amount of damage. It's just that to my usual standards, they're not very high. I mean, to a normal player who's trying to get past chapter 22, Kakuzu like I have right now can basically solo these motherfuckers. It's just that, like I said, to my standard, it's not up to snuff, basically. And they need a little more, and I expect more from my cards, basically. But yeah, I mean, he's not that bad. I suppose he can take down quite a few of these cards. Like, I mean, he just destroyed Kisame, and he's now destroying Itachi. And I'm sure most of you have trouble with, like, getting this far. But yeah, I mean, he's an okay card in my eyes. I mean, when I'm working with cards like the Naruto Jiraiya combination card, a couple of million worth of damage is really nothing anymore. I mean, that the combination card in discussion right now is usually deals damage in the billions, not millions. So, the difference is significant. Okay, so let's see. Hey, Luis, would you recommend spending ore upgrading items to tier 4 or saving diamond cards? I've been using my ore to finish upgrading all the items I have. With that, I'm almost done. I want to diamond my Sasuke, which is going to take forever, but should I diamond Zabuza and Haku for the collection or just save for Sasuke? Go for Zabuza and Haku. It's going to be a lot better for you in the long run, because the Zabuza and Haku combination collection is very useful, and it's going to boost up your CP and the HP and ninjas to attack of your cards. So yeah, go ahead and do the Zabuza and Haku, and then go for Sasuke. And let's see. Try to get the Jiraiya Naruto combination card. It's more than likely gonna be not on sale, but you're probably gonna be able to get it fairly soon. So yeah, there's that, I guess. And let's see, all of the 1 to 4 tails, which would be the best to have on your team, depends on what you need, really. Honestly, for you, Pablo, I'd recommend using the 3 tails. It gives you a little bit of hit, and using hit at that point in the game being so low level, to put it bluntly, hit is very useful. Also, next vid, can you explain and show how to make combination cards or combine the cards? I have no idea what that stuff is. And if it takes away the combination bonuses for CP, thanks for everything, bro. You're the boss. Have both Kakashi and Guy. Don't know how to make them a combo card. So Meow, basically the combo cards you have to buy them separately. It's sucks, but that's just how the game works. You need to get the combination cards separately, and then you need to get your. Well, you can have the parts that make up the combination card. You can have them like you. The thing is, if you want the actual combination card, you usually have to recharge for it. Now, the thing is that when you combine them, they combine their CP and their stats. So, say that my Naruto has 1.2 million worth of ninjutsu attack, and my Hinata has 800k worth of ninjutsu attack. In the combination card itself will have a good 1.5 million worth of ninjutsu attack because of the combined stats of the Naruto Hinata cards. So yeah, I mean their CP grows. You can still upgrade them. I mean, you can have a combination card with a green Hinata and a green Naruto in there. Just keep in mind that um, it's just better to have them diamond. But if that's all you have, you can upgrade the Naruto and Hinata and still, make the combination card more powerful later on. What was the sunlock you spoke about with Hashirama, Mitsuki, and Kakashi? What Cursular Wrath would you need? So, a Cursular Wrath level 5 on Hashirama, a Cursular Wrath level 3 on Mitsuki and Kakashi. And there you go. Level 4 or 3, I can't remember which. How do I do sunlock? For Ninja World War, I have Kakashi Gold with Lightning Cutter, Chojido with his scan, Mitsuki, and Boruto. There you go, Panda Player says it nicely. Raise Kakashi's chakra recovery. There you go, yeah. Panda Player says it nicely. So question number 2, can you also give me tips on how to get Shadow Clones to get my purple Naruto or Sage Naruto? Because grinding for that dungeon barely gives any Shadow Clones any other way. That's the only way, Meow. Really, quite honestly, it's a lot better than it used to be. Before you would only get one Shadow Clone every try that you had the possibility of getting one. Now you can get two. Trust me, it's a lot better. The way it is now than it used to be. Prime recast, not recast. Prime recast is this. Just use 100 gold and you can get bonuses on your little stats over here. We're not quite sure what these stats do, what they enhance, but I mean, I suppose every little bit helps. So there you go. That's what Prime recast is. Recast. Yeah. Meow, the thing is that you don't have any hit. So a lot of people have dodge, and dodge basically increases the amount of times you can evade enemy attacks. So if the enemy doesn't have enough hit, they're not gonna touch you. Same thing in reverse. If you don't have enough hit, you're not gonna touch anybody. So that's probably why you're having trouble in the arena. So hey Luce, can you showcase which shield beasts are sealed into each character? Thanks. Keep making the helpful vids. And sure, I guess. I mean, it's not that hard to see which ones I have in the Toad Beast. I mean, seal. No, wait, that's not right. Okay, yeah, seal. And then go over here. So the 6 tails is in Jiraiya. 7 tails is in Sasuke. The 3 tails is in Hinata. 2 tails is in Zetsu. 9 tails is in Naruto. I think the rest of the tailed beasts are inside combination cards. Fight for Love has the 5 tails. Betrayal of Teacher and Student, the 1 tails, and then Sage Teacher and Student, the 4 tails. And then the 8 tails is just hooked up to the team, not sealed into anything. So there you go. That's that, I guess. No particular reason for those. It's just that Naruto gets 9 tails, and that's really about it. Everybody else is kind of random. Hey, Louis, surprisingly, I've reached chapter 22 with this team: Sage Naruto, Akatsuki Sasuke, Slug Sakura, Commander Gara, Hinata, and Gold Haku. Though my attacks are starting to miss now, guess I'm gonna need more hit now, right? Yep, Mario. Don't be too surprised. Honestly, back in the day when I first started this game, I managed to reach chapter 21. Well, finish chapter 21 with what was it? A bronze Mizukage, a purple card Kisame, Naruto, Sasuke. No, damn it was different back then. But yeah, I mean, it's not too hard to get there. It's just that you just need to position your cards in certain patterns. Hey, is Sasuke tier 5 weapon or just the refining material? Smooth Rose, it's not a weapon per se, it's the refining material. Smooth. Fairly sure it's the refining material, not the actual item. Let me see. Yeah, there you go. It's the refining material, not the weapon itself. And let's go even lower. So, what's your opinion? Is server 15 an OP server? I've never really clashed with server 15. I mean, if they have high CP cards like in the 30 millions, then yeah, they're pretty OP. But never really clashed with them. I usually mess around with like server 7, server 4, server 1. Those are really the big dogs when it comes to servers. Server 2 also. So I mean, my own server is really only prominent because, as arrogant as it sounds, it's usually where I'm there. It's because I'm there. Otherwise, I don't know. I think it'd be lackluster. Server 13 is coming up recently. There is a guy that's pretty powerful right about now. He does take me out every once in a while in the Ninja National War, so that's interesting. But yeah, servers, they're kind of like random right about now. If I have Diamond Mine guy, is it possible for me to get the silver and gold bonus items? Yeah, you do. You get all the items, all the rewards if you have them diamond. What happens when you go to Bloodline and do the seal? Nothing. Seal just means that you can't use that particular bloodline. It's not unlocked yet. See, I can't do anything about it. Now, the other ones, the level 50, the level 90, level 105, those are for if you have them to level 105. Does that make sense? Yeah. Seal just means that they haven't released the levels to unlock that particular seal. And level 105 means that you need to get your card to level 105. So that's really about it for this video. I know it's a little lackluster, but sorry guys, I'm a little tired. I only got 2 hours of sleep. I'm trying to actually fall asleep right now and then go to work, but let's see how that works out. So yeah, that's about it for this video. Leave a like if you liked it, leave a dislike if you don't. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with a new video. Bye.